5 or B5 in this case is very, very nice when Silas isn't available. And so I think DRX is going to be feeling pretty happy with how this draft went. Should be able to take it as well with Ucal making his way back to lane.
Yeah,
a lot of priority there.
So many times recently, we just haven't seen Corki having the success in lane. I think this was kind of the point I was saying in draft about, you know, do we see for Nongshim, who were looking to capitalize just before he got it.
Oh no, that was not the time to walk up, Taeyoon! Sometimes the arcane shift comes down and the regret immediately follows as Lehends kind of wishes he hadn't flashed in that mid lane because he is likely dead as well. No aftershock left, and Jiwoo collects another double!
Yeah, I think sometimes when a game's going slowly, players can get a little bit impatient.
We're still doing push-ups!
Oh man. And is.
Right. Yep. Beautifully genius.
What a champion Sion is.
Yep. Beautifully, beautifully done.
Okay, dragon fight.
Yeah.
Top laners resetting to TP.
Lehends does get spotted here on this flank angle. Teleports come forward from Rich, looking to get in there. Zenithblade goes wide. The Pulverize doesn't. Hits onto 2. There's the knockup from Willer as well as cease and desist into the backline. Finds the Corki. And it is going to be the Cloud Drake taken down. And DRX again just mop them up. Nongshim just finding no joy in this game.
Just doesn't even look close. Decimate them. We see Kingen come in, but too late to really make a difference. Scouts looking from the outside. Oh, that connects.
And the flash does get used, but a little bit late, so Ucal still gets hit by the Q. Still Rich in a little bit of trouble, but he shields himself up. He's Cassante, he's fine. And Nongshim still not able to find too much, but now maybe a dive attempt could be coming in, or Andil trying to save the player Scout. Flashes over the top, and the threaded volley connects onto the Syndra. Andil wanting to get in range of a headbutt Pulverize, but he will not get there. And finally, Nongshim are on the board.
Definitely helping though. Yeah. Lady carry 1v1. Oh, Ucal in trouble.
Yeah, cease and desist does come on down there. Seismic shove does pull Ucal back as decent double knockup comes in. And oh my god, the unleashed power, massive damage onto the Talia. But he still managed to take down Ucal beforehand. Sponge now finding himself in a world of hurt though, as the bouncy castle is put up and Lehends is unfortunately not old enough to participate. Just not allowed to join. And it is just Sponge. It's going to be... is Lehends the oldest player? Or is it Scout? As anyway, Taeyoon once again going to get engaged on here by Jiwoo. The barrier does come on down for both of them. Solar Flare to pick up Jiwoo though, and Andil a little bit too late, or without quite as much range as the potential. All out available once again here for Rich. Massive shield as the Cassante just dives into the backline. The Herald does come on through, and it looks like DRX is just going to be able to take this dragon without too much of a kerfuffle. Yeah, there it goes. Also grab a little bit of value here out of the Rift Herald at the same time in this bottom lane.
Interesting decision just to give up the
Sponge
dragon.
is also looking for some Krugs. Rich doesn't like that, but he is pushed away from his turret. Scout is down here as Lehends moving over as well. It is Operation Let's Kill Rich, and it is going to work out as he gets a big old shield. Scout trying to find the angle. Oh, one more auto, and there's the threaded volley, but Andil just going to knock him into the sky, and that's going to mean it's a 1-for-1 in the end. Assist gold, I guess, makes it more monetarily worth it there for Nongshim, but it was... Someone in chat thinks it's a Apocalypse Now reference. There's all sorts of things. So a lot of reasons why it would be called Valkyrie is their Scout of the Week. Kingen not very weak at the moment, looking pretty healthy as the Weaver's Well comes down. This might be able to help guarantee a Drake as Rich gets himself into position, avoids getting shoved back as well. The rest of DRX getting held away though as Taeyoon Arcane shifts out of the fight. Ulti from Kingen, but Rich just disengages. No one really fully committing, but Sponge is still on this dragon. And now Andil trying to get himself into the backline. Hex
the flank
to get him over there. Let's see whether Rich can find the angle as the headbutt comes in. And oh my goodness, that is not where Scout wanted to be. How did he even get there? I'm not even sure he knows at this point in time, but somehow he's now in the death chamber, and that is Soul Point going over to DRX.
Such a great angle there from Andil to find Scout, and he just gets bounce housed. And you know, we talked about lacking damage in this composition.
Dear. Scout of the Week comes in once again, another headbutt Pulverize. This is game 2, Andil. Someone remind him, because he's playing so well. The outer turret stays alive as Taeyoon in a bit of trouble. That was an auto from Jiwoo. That one's scary after the Trinity Force, but it looks like no more casualties apart from this turret.
Turret should just go down here. But yeah, and we talked about lack of damage. If you lose one of your carries, you're especially in the bin.
This LCK Cup.
Yeah.
I think it's so far been the greatest that we've seen him consistency-wise. Is all right, Weaver's Wall does come towards the top side. Seismic Shove does go a little bit wide, but I think they've still got enough to take down the Syndra. Andil and Will are not going to be able to offer enough damage back. And so punish Ucal in side lanes.
Rich has no TP, so he's going to be a little slow. But Taeyoon's not even hitting the Baron yet.
Well, Lehends is also looking for a flank angle as Andil does see that this ward is here. Rich is now moving over. They spot Lehends as Jiwoo looks to get himself to safety. The seismic shove's done nothing, and Willa finds everyone with the flag and drag as Rich looking to get into that backline onto Taeyoon. The arcade shift is good, but the flash is there. Rich doesn't hit the Q though. Taeyoon survives for a long time, but Scout's dead. The damage is gone, and Nongshim just invited DRX to the Baron pit and basically fed it to them.
That was such a crazy fight, and honestly, Jiwoo just kind of went melee mode on the Corki.
We took down the Syndra. They're lacking damage. You know, one of the damage-dealing members is missing. Well, Nongshim unfortunately didn't draft any damage in their composition, so it was already missing. I can still remember today, because it did happen in the last game. Even if it didn't really play much of a part because the game was kind of already over.
Because we already had... Oh.
And it's going to get knocked up as Willa looking to cause a ruckus. Andil finds himself in an awkward position here as Ucal ghosting around the fight. There's the Cataclysm right on top of Scout. They're looking to take him down as Rich gets into the backline and just disrupts everyone. That's two already on the floor. Taeyoon thinks he's in safety, but this is K'Sante, and Rich is going to chase him down. Taeyoon and Kingen, the only ones still standing here is... Okay, Andil's going to get flashed on. He does go down, but there's the flash forward from Rich. He's underneath the turret, and he looks like he doesn't care. Maybe he should care a little, as DRX might be breaking open the base, or they might just be leaving because they're looking a little worse for wear.
I also want to know, Rich has joined the Bandle Pipers.
Oh my, another band.
But I'm saying he's picked up the item. So
I know.
So he has it, right?
Yeah.
He's...
Oh, right. So he's actually started playing.
He's performing.
Yeah,
yes.
he's performing
That's
now.
the point I'm making.
Yeah, good.
And how tanky he is.
And he's got so much money as well. Level 15. It's actually even on level, so the levels aren't really much of a big deal.
He just keeps valking forward.
He does. And he does it with impunity as there's the all-out on top of Taeyoon as Rich is looking for the angle, but there are a lot of bad guys around him. He doesn't have much to get this one done. There's the Weaver's Wall. Rich survived for way too long as Willa. I mean, Taeyoon is still firing out damage, but Sponge is just dead. And Jiwoo, he has a Valkyrie and he's not afraid to use it. Taeyoon, well, he maybe, okay, could have used it a bit better than that, but that's fine. That is 2 dead for Nongshim, 1 for DRX, and Hextech Soul was already there. Like, this is already a really rough time. Wait, hang on.
I think Scout's in a little bit of trouble.
I think Scout may have just realized that the trouble has arrived. Scout of the Week comes in, Pulverize, and he's dead.
How many deaths has Scout on in this series?
6. They're not going to have a great time.
Who walked 350 kilometers, please tell me that's a DRX fan. Because that's
God.
Oh my God.
Well, maybe they're setting up for the most incredible reverse sweep that we have ever, or at least a reverse sweep that we have seen at all time.
Yeah, I hope that fan doesn't start. It's like, I got 350 kilometers to walk back. I'm going to start walking back now. Yeah. It's like, no, you need to win around, please.
That would be, surely they're not going to leave early after, you know, putting in all that effort.
I mean, what difference does it make? It's a rounding error at that point.
That's a very good point. Wants to go next. Maybe he's going to camp here for 2.5 minutes.
You can just stay in that brush, honestly, Sponge. I think it's okay. No, he wants to go.
All right, well, here's the flank. Solar Flare doesn't do too much. The Weaver's Wall goes down there. They're looking for Jiwoo. Let's see whether they can take it. The Pulverize is great peel, though, and Scout is already running so incredibly far. Lehends is going to get taken down. Jiwoo is still okay. Valkyrieing for fun in the middle of the lane. Taeyoon's dead, so much of the damage is now missing. And there's that bouncy castle we were talking about. That is going to spell the end of Kingen. Scout had actually gone a really large distance away, but it wasn't far enough to get away from Willa.
Jiwoo's just too tanky. He just kind of stands there and absorbs it all and then says, you know what?
And what? Yeah. No, I'm Valken along. It was sort of just driving through. It wasn't going very far, doing very much, but he was pressing W while he was getting there. DRX are going to look to do it again, move themselves to match point in this series against Nongshim. I didn't even think this was going to be the matchup yesterday, and now DRX are finding angles 2-0. Is it just going to be a sweep?